Together, we also included a record $400 million in new funding for law enforcement, pay raises, money for equipment, school resource officers to keep our kids safe, and a new training facility for the heroic men and women of the Virginia State Police. Demeaning police is no way forward. In Virginia, we support our law enforcement officers. In Virginia, we invest, and our Commonwealth will be safer for it. We also made landmark commitments to site development, a key part of our long-term plan for attracting new jobs and fostering economic development. As we cultivate the economy that will lift up Virginians, we must also facilitate a state government that works for Virginians, standing up for greater accountability, transparency, efficiency, and administering a path forward that rises above partisan politics. Today, I formally report to the General Assembly that Virginia ended the fiscal year with a record general fund balance. Of course, you are all aware of the roughly $2 billion in unplanned revenue surplus for the fiscal year ended June 30th. We all knew about much of that revenue as the General Assembly completed work on the budget back in June. But I'm incredibly proud to share, and hope Virginians will be proud to hear, that our state government spent roughly $1.2 billion less than was appropriated by the General Assembly. And the combination of the roughly $2 billion in unplanned revenue and the $1.2 billion of unspent appropriations resulted in a $3.2 billion cash surplus at year end. Now, before we all get too excited, there are two important things to remember. The first is that the carefully planned budget that Chairman Knight and Chairwoman Howe negotiated anticipated much of these funds. The second is that it is not government's money. It belongs to the taxpayers.